What's up, it's Destiny back again for another video, and every so often I touch on topics that are kind of big in social media, or at least on my timeline of social media. I mentioned or I spoke about CJ So Cool when he brandished his firearm on his baby mama. I talked about the YNW Melly case, things of that sort, just to give my opinions, my feedback as it relates to 2A. This topic is not related to 2A at all, but this is something that was up and down my news feeds. I actually commented on something and now the notifications won't stop, so I figured let me just make a video about it. Before we get into that, make sure that you are subscribed to the channel so that you are aware when I make these types of videos and other types of videos. Also, be prepared to leave a comment at the end and be sure to give this a thumbs up so that I know that you're interested in this type of content, and also that it will be in your algorithm. All right, so I'm sure y'all are aware. If you aren't, let me inform you. There's a show, well, there are a couple shows, but the show that I'm talking about is Pop the Balloon or Find Love. The Pop the Balloon or Find Love show that I watch is by Arlette. She's the host. That's the only Pop the Balloon show that I watch because she is so professional, she's relatable, she dresses so cute, she's respectful. The way that they do the show, for the most part, the contestants are respectful to each other. It's not very childish. In my opinion, she does a very diverse age range of people. She'll have the younger crowd, the middle-aged crowd. She even had an older crowd. So I really like her show. I like her. I like her husband. I like what they're doing. I support it. I love it. So on her last Pop the Balloon episode, I don't remember which episode it was, but there was a clip of a girl who popped her balloon on a man, and she said the reason why she popped her balloon is because his voice was soft. And he was like, what do you mean soft? And then he changed his voice to be really deep, and that was all the clip that we saw. Before I even watched that episode, I went to the comment section and I said, are we forgetting that y'all were so mad that, what did I say? I was like, y'all are so mad that she popped her balloon because of his voice, but y'all weren't mad when all the men popped their balloons on that one lady's voice. I don't remember what episode she was, but she was a dark-skinned woman. I consider myself dark-skinned, but she was darker than me, and she had a very deep voice. Very deep voice. The moment she came around the corner and said, hi, my name is such and such, every man on that lineup popped immediately. It was like fireworks going off on the 4th of July, baby, okay? And everyone was cool with that. Everyone was making jokes, laughing. I think even some of the people on the panel were laughing. So that's why I left my comment. Now, I did watch the latest episode to see full context of what was going on. The man did have a soft voice, just like the lady did have a deep voice. The point is, why are we attacking this woman for popping her balloon because she says she don't like his voice? It sounds like nails on a chalkboard. Everyone is dragging this girl off of her preference. No one dragged the men off of their preference. Now, I will say the show is slightly shallow because the moment the people come out and you see their appearance, you can pop. The moment you see anyone, you could pop. Their voice, you could pop. All of those things. So it's kind of shallow because, like I said, you see their appearance, you could pop. They could be the best person in the world, but if they're not wearing the right shoes, people are popping. So it's very superficial in that way, but there have been connections made from the show. They do dive deeper when they're able to ask questions. Some people do. And you just get a different perspective of what it's like to be in the dating world. Back to the topic, though. So I made a comment. And I'm like, y'all weren't mad at the men who popped because the girl had a deep voice. What's going on? My notifications have not stopped. I think today's Friday. I posted that comment on Wednesday. The notifications won't stop. I'm to the point where I'm about to delete my comment because I want these people to leave me alone. The reason why I want them to leave me alone, I believe in freedom of speech. We can say whatever we want. Nothing I said was disrespectful to anyone. To anyone. All I said was, Y'all are so mad, but y'all weren't mad when all the men popped on the girl for her voice. People are trying to tell me it's more than just her voice. How? You can't. For you, it's more than just her voice, but for the people on that lineup, when she asked, "Well, why did you pop?" Literally every single one of those men said because of her voice. Now people are trying to say, well, because of how she looks. She looks like she may have been transgender, or she looks like this or that. And it's like, that's how you feel. That's not what the people on the lineup said. Let's keep things in context. I'm very big on keeping things in context, and the context is the voices. She didn't like how his voice sounded. They didn't like how her voice sounded. Let's keep it in context here. You're moving the goalposts talking about how she looks, what you think she is or isn't, which, by the way, she is a natural born woman. Anyway, point is the voices. So that just kind of bothered me because I'm not tussling in the comments. I don't care that much to tussle back and forth in the comments. I'm making a video because it's content. I want to know your opinions, but I'm not going to tussle with you because, again, I don't have a dog in the fight. All I'm saying is let's keep the same energy all the way around. And like I said, every now and then I touch on social media topics. This is a topic that is a big thing on my timeline. Pop the Balloon has been very big, very, if you watch YouTube, if you're on Instagram, you're gonna see Pop the Balloon and stuff. I've made parody videos of Pop the Balloon, shorts and reels, so it's in our culture now. So I just wanted to touch on it. No, it's not 2A related, but it dives deeper to me into the psychology of where we are as a society as it pertains to dating, the superficiality of it all, the moving of the goalposts, the double standards, the expectations that men have on women, that women have on men, this, that, and third. And I'm going to be quite frank. I don't have the highest voice in the world, and I certainly don't have the deepest voice of the world. But I don't want no soft voice man either. I don't want, if I'm sick and I got a cold and you over here, honey, would you like some tea? I don't want that. I don't want that in my face. Say what you want about me. I don't want that in my face. Just like a man might not want a deep voiced woman in his face. But my whole point of making the comment and making the video is we have double standards in this world. We got to stop them. And I know some people will say, well, there's going to be double standards. It is. We can't stop double standards from happening. But people need to be honest. And what was being honest is when those people were responding to my comment and saying, well, it was more than just her voice. It was because of this and that and that. Colorism. Ultimately, let's be honest. A lot of people only like dark-skinned people when they're on the internet and because it sounds good, not in real life. Let's just be honest. Oh, we like natural women. The people who you follow on social media say otherwise. Your algorithm, your timeline says otherwise. The people you're dating, who you're approaching, it says otherwise. I just want people to be honest. Let's just be honest. Let's just be real. It's 2025. Honesty and being real is the movement. So yeah, I just wanted to touch on that really quick. You can leave your comments in the comment section below. Be respectful. I'm not tussling, but I will delete any disrespectful comments. But I just wanted to touch on that real quick. Let me know if you would like for me to give my opinions on these social media situations or things that are not necessarily 2A related but still impactful in our society, in our culture. All right, and as always, if you love someone, tell them stay dangerous.